Good morning, students. Like in the last class, we studied about present tense and its four types. In this class, we will study about past tense and the future tense and their four types respectively. So, first of all, let me tell you one thing that the past tense and the future tense have the same four types as of the present tense. The present tense had simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Past tense has simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. And the future tense has simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So the four types are same, just a basic tense changes from the past to the present and to the future. Okay, so we will study about the past tense. As we have studied in the previous class, that tense is time, the time in which any action, any verb is taking place, that is called tense. So what is past tense? Past tense means past time. Okay, guzra hua waqt, that is known as the past. Past tense is used when action has already happened in the past. Past tense तब यूज करते हैं जब जिस एक्शन के बारे में हम बात कर रहे होते हैं वो एक्शन पहले ही हो चुका होता है. It has already happened in the past. The past tense in English is used to talk about the past for imaginary situations, for politeness, etc. So the past tense is used in speaking English when we talk about the past, that is about a time which has already happened in the past, that has already gone. For imaginary situations, that means when we are imagining something about some imaginary thing, about some fictional thing. And for politeness means in a way as if we are requesting in a polite way, etc. So a few more ways. Okay, so there are four sub kinds of past tense as I have told in the beginning of the video. The first one is the simple past tense, then past continuous tense, third is past perfect tense, and the fourth one is past perfect continuous tense. So let us study all of them one by one. We will start with simple past tense. Now, what is simple past tense? Simple past tense is used to talk about a completed action in the time before now. Means we talk about a completed action, an action that is finished in a time before now, means in the past. In the simple past tense, we talk about past actions. Okay. What is the rule for simple past tense? It is subject plus past participle of the verb, that is D or ed form of the verb. You can say the third form of the verb or the past participle. Okay, main verb plus D or ed. Okay, that is the rule. Subject means the subject of the sentence and the past participle form of the verb. For example, we won the cup last year. Okay, so the third form of the verb is win, won, won, right? So the third form of the verb is won. We have used one with we is the subject in the sentence, and in the sentence we have used the third form of the verb one. Now this is the simple past tense. The next example is my father repaired the chair last Monday. Repair, repaired, repaired. Now repaired is the third form of the verb. My father is the subject in this sentence. So we have used the third form of the verb in this sentence and it is in simple past tense. Other examples are he worked at McDonald's. The bus stopped an hour ago. I forgot my wallet. The three forms of forget are forget, forgot, forgot. Okay. He smoked a cigarette. She finished all the exercises. I went to school yesterday. Now, the next kind of the past tense is past continuous tense. So, past continuous tense is used to express the following. The first, that at a time in the past we were in the middle of an action, means it is used to show that we were involved in an action, we were in the middle of doing something in the past. Okay, किसी काम के बीच में थे in the past. Okay, it is used to show this. And for example, I was sitting in my own chair and I was reading my favorite story book. Okay, so here what is happening? I was sitting in my own chair, मतलब मैं बैठा था in some time in the past. I was sitting in my own chair. It means that I was in the middle of sitting on the chair. I was in the middle of the action of sitting, and I was reading my favorite storybook. It means I was also in the middle of my action of reading. Okay. For the next one is for an interrupted event in the past, means कोई ऐसा event जो बीच में interrupt हो गया या रुक गया, या फिर किसी चीज का interruption आया बीच में, किसी action के that was going on in the past, some interruption took place. Okay, for example, I was watching TV when the phone rang. It means the person whosoever is concerned in the sentence, here the subject is I, so I was watching TV. What was the interruption? When the phone rang. So the ringing of the phone was the interruption, and it happened when I was watching TV. मैं जब TV देख रहा था उस बीच में फोन बजा. ठीक है, सो फोन का बजना जो है हमारे लिए एक इंटरप्शन है. ठीक है, सो past continuous tense is used for these two cases. Now let us see the rule for using past continuous tense. First of all, there will be the subject in the sentence, then was or were, and then the first form of the verb plus ing. It means that along with was and were, the base form of the verb will be added with ing and used in the sentence. For example, I was making dinner when she arrived. Okay, so here you can see that we have used was, and the base form of the verb is make. We have added ing to it and it has become making. So we have used I was making dinner when she arrived. Then you can see when she arrived shows the interruption of an action when a past action was taking place. Means I was making dinner, मैं खाना बना रही थी जब वो आई. So जब वो आई is an interruption in खाना बना रही थी. Okay, so there's an interruption in a past action. Similarly, he was talking constantly in class those days. Okay, so this is used for an action, means in the middle of an action, like a person, there was somebody, he. Okay, he was talking constantly in class those days. It means that he used to talk a lot in the class and he was in the middle of talking. Then they were studying maths last night. It shows that they were in the middle of an action, which is studying. You can see that we have used were, and with the base form of the verb, that is study, we have added ing. Were लगाया है हमने, ठीक है, और जो verb का base form है which is study, उसके साथ हमने ing जोड़ के studying बना दिया है. तो was या were plus verb plus ing. Those women were standing there yesterday as well. ठीक है, it shows this, the meaning of the sentence is that there is a group of women, there was a group of women who were standing at some place yesterday as well, means कल भी वहां खड़े थे. गुजरे हुए कल में बात हो रही है. yesterday means बीता हुआ कल. Okay, those women were standing there. Here also you can see that we have used were along with standing. Stand is the base form of the verb and with it we have added ing. The fifth sentence is, what was she doing this time yesterday? Okay, so here also you can see was is used, and with the base form of the verb, that is do, we have added ing. Okay, so was is used, listen to this carefully children, was is used when the subject is singular. Okay, when the subject is singular, जब एक लोग की बात होती है, there we use was. And were is used when the subject is plural, जब एक से ज़्यादा लोगों की बात होती है या एक से ज़्यादा चीज़ों की बात होती है, then the subject is, then were is used, otherwise was is used. Next type of past tense that we will study is past perfect tense. Okay, so the rule of using past perfect tense is subject plus had plus past participle. Past participle means the third form of the verb, or verb plus d or ed, and along with that we will use had. Okay, had always means in the past tense. Okay, verbs in the past perfect tense express the following. So we use past perfect tense when two actions took place in the past, means कोई दो काम past में हो रहे थे, and one was completed before the other, और उन दो कामों में से कोई एक काम पहले कंप्लीट हो गया एंड दूसरा काम बाद में कंप्लीट हुआ. ओके, व्हेन two actions are taking place simultaneously and one action gets completed before the other. For example, the train had left when we reached the station. So here two actions are taking place. The train is going, has left, and the second action is we reached the station. Okay, so one action, that is the train leaving the station, has already happened when we reached the station. जो train थी वो स्टेशन से निकल रही थी एंड हम स्टेशन में पहुंच रहे थे. दीज आर द टू एक्शंस. इसमें से एक एक्शन जो ट्रेन का डिपार्ट करना था वो पहले हो गया एंड हम लोग बाद में पहुंचे. ओके, सो टू एक्शंस आर टेकिंग प्लेस. वन हैज हैपेंड अर्लियर एंड द अदर वन इज हैपनिंग later on. Then it is used to show how long to a point in the past an action had taken place. Means कोई काम कितने देर तक, फॉर हाउ लॉन्ग मीन्स कितने देर तक कोई एक्शन किसी पास्ट में हुआ था, बीते हुए टाइम में कोई एक्शन कितने देर तक हुआ था. ओके, आई हैड फिनिश्ड माई वर्क बाय 8 o'clock. तो मैंने अपना काम पूरा कर लिया था 8 बजे तक. ठीक है, सो इट शोज दैट फॉर हाउ लॉन्ग मीन्स कितने टाइम तक कोई काम हुआ था. ओके, so I had finished my work by 8 o'clock. You can see in both the examples, that is the train had left and I had finished my work, we have used had and the third form of the verb. Okay, then to denote unreal thing in the past, I'm sorry children, instead of thin it will be thing, thing. कोई भी unreal चीज दर्शाने के लिए, शो करने के लिए in the past. I wish I had wings. Okay, जैसे हमने past tense में शुरू में पढ़ा कि it is used for imagination, right? So here also we can see that this sentence, I wish I had wings, this is imagination, this is imaginary. Okay, it cannot be possible, it is not possible, it is just an imagination. Now let us see some more examples, children. He had left already by the time I returned home. You can see we have used had and the third form of the verb left. Okay, leave, left, left. So you know that we have used the third form of the verb, that is left. Okay, so you can see that we have used had. हमने had के साथ past participle form of the verb use किया है. Okay, here you can see two actions are happening. He had left and by the time I returned home. दो actions हो रही हैं. वो चला गया by the time मैं घर वापस आया. Okay, so it means that there are two actions and one action has taken place before the other action. The next example is I had lived in London before I moved to Paris. So two actions are there. The speaker has lived in London and the speaker has moved to Paris. Now one action has happened earlier, that is the speaker has already left London when he moved to Paris. Means before moving to Paris he had already left London. Now the patient had died before the doctor came. This is a similar example. Two actions are happening and one has happened before the other. He had returned from Dubai last year. This shows for how long for how long it has been that he has returned from Dubai. Okay, so it shows here that he had returned from Dubai last year, means पिछले साल. It has already happened last year. It shows how long in the past an action had taken place. The next is Rahul had known about it for a while. Means काफी time से राहुल को इस बारे में पता था. Okay, so here also you can see that It is showing for how long in the past an action had taken place. And the sixth and the last example is, I wish I had not gone to bed so late. Now this is an unreal thing. This is an imaginary thing which is not happening right now, which has not happened in the past. It is just an imagination. I wish I had not gone to bed so late. Here also you can see we are using had plus the third form of the verb. The next type of past tense is past perfect continuous tense. So the rule of the past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing, or you can say present participle form of the verb. Present participle form क्या होता है verb का? Where we use the base form of the verb plus ing. Okay. So in this also we will use subject plus had plus been plus the present participle form of the verb. Past participle is the third form of the verb, and present participle is when the verb is used, the base form of the verb is used with ing. Okay. So what is the past perfect continuous tense used for? It expresses continued nature of an action that started in the past. It means continued action, nature of an action means any action that has begun in the past and is still happening. Okay. It expresses continued nature of an action that started in the past. कोई action जो past में start होके अभी तक continue हो रहा है. For example, when I reached home, I heard that it had been raining for 3 hours. Means जब मैं घर पहुंचा मुझे पता चला कि पिछले 3 घंटों से बारिश हो रही है. Okay. It means rain has started in the past. 3 hours before means in the past, and when the subject reached home, it had already been raining for 3 hours. Okay. The next is, she had been watching the movie for 2 hours. Here also you can see that had is used plus been is used plus watch plus ing. Watch is the first form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb, and with it ing is used. Then they had been running their businesses since 1987. So what is the verb here? It is had been running. It is the past perfect continuous tense form of the verb. Okay. The next is, I had not been listening to music since Thursday. Now this is a negative sentence. What is the past perfect continuous tense of the verb here? It is had been listening, or you can write had not been listening, but not is the negative word, so it will not be included in this. It's just had been listening. Then Richard needed a holiday because he had been working hard for 6 months. So here also had been working is the past perfect continuous tense. You can see that the action of Richard working has started in the past. It has been 6 months now since he is working. 6 महीने से वो काम कर रहा है. That means उसने काम कब शुरू किया? 6 महीने पहले. The action has started in the past and अभी वो काम कर रहा है. It means that the action is still continuing. Okay. He went on a diet because he had been eating too much. So here also had plus been plus eating. Eat is the base form of the verb and we have used ing. We have added ing to it. So it has become eating. Okay. So he went on a diet. उसको डाइट की ज़रूरत क्यों पड़ी? बिकॉज ही हैड बिन ईटिंग टू मच मीन्स वो बहुत टाइम से द एक्शन हैड स्टार्टेड इन द पास्ट, वो काफ़ी टाइम से काफ़ी ज़्यादा खा रहा था इसलिए उसको डाइट की ज़रूरत थी. ओके, सो द एक्शन हैज स्टार्टेड इन द पास्ट एंड इट इज कंटिन्यूइंग टिल नाउ. ओके, द नेक्स्ट इज future tense. So future tense is used to refer to any action that will happen in the future to a time later than now. Means जो अभी time जो आया नहीं है, that is called future. Okay, so future tense is used for talking about those actions which will happen at a time later than now. इस time से बाद में. Okay, so there are 4 sub kinds of future tense: simple, simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Okay, so the first one is simple future tense. What is the rule of simple future tense? Just like simple present tense and simple past tense, here also we use subject plus will or shall and the first form of the verb. Okay, so it is used for actions that is thought to occur in the future. So simple future tense is used for actions which is considered, which is thought to happen in the future. For example, I shall go to Delhi tomorrow. Sudhir will visit me on Saturday. I will write articles on different topics. Bob will go to the library tomorrow. Sorry, children, here the spelling of tomorrow is written by mistake. It will be TOMORROW. Okay, so between the two O's there's an M. Okay, will you come to the party? Okay, so you can see that we have used will or shall and the first form of the verb. Will and shall are verbs that are used to refer to the future. Okay, so we will use will or shall and the first form of the verb, that is the base form of the verb. No ing form, no ed form, no past participle, no present participle, just will or shall plus the first form of the verb. The next is the future continuous tense. So what is the rule for future continuous tense? Similarly, like the past present continuous tense and the past continuous tense, the future continuous tense will be subject plus will or shall plus be plus first form of the verb plus ing. That means the present participle of the verb. We will use verb plus ing. Okay, so why do we use future continuous tense? It is used to denote an action as it goes on in the future, means an action as it happens in the future time, okay, or an action planned for some time in the future, or an action which is planned for some time in the future, which is planned to happen in the future. For example, we shall be going to her house on Monday. So Monday has not yet arrived. We shall be going to her house on Monday. We are planning a future action here. Okay, so you can see we have used shall plus be plus the first form of the verb plus ing, that is go plus ing has become going. The next is an action at a particular moment in the future, means at a particular moment in the future means future में एक particular time की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग, ठीक है. For example, at 4 p.m. tomorrow I will be working. Okay, at 4 p.m. tomorrow I will be working means कल 4 बजे मैं काम कर रहा हूँगा. ओके, सो अगर 4 बजे मैं काम कर रहा हूँगा तो मैंने 4 बजे के पहले काम स्टार्ट किया होगा. ऑब्वियस सी बात है ना ये. तो अगर मैं 4 बजे काम कर रहा हूँ, इट ऑब्वियसली मीन्स दैट आई हैव स्टार्टेड वर्क सम टाइम बिफोर 4. Okay, it means tomorrow I will start work at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. and stop at 6 p.m. Now suppose this is planned. I will start work at 2 p.m. and I will stop work at 6 p.m. Okay, तो इस बीच का जो भी टाइम आएगा, चाहे वो 3 p.m. हो, चाहे 4 p.m. हो, चाहे 5 p.m. हो, in all these times I will be working. Okay, so in such cases we use future continuous tense. You can see in the example, I will plus be plus work plus ing. Now let us see a few more examples. Michael will be running a marathon this Saturday. It means that Michael will run a marathon on Saturday. The Saturday has not yet arrived. It is arriving in the future. It is coming in the future. Okay, so you can see that we have used will plus be plus run plus ing. Run is the base form of the verb and with it we have added ing. The next is he will be visiting his friends this time next week. Means जैसे जब हम लोग कोई प्लानिंग कर रहे होते हैं तो वी से ना दैट नेक्स्ट वीक या नेक्स्ट मंथ या नेक्स्ट डे, कल इस टाइम हम लोग, जैसे मान लीजिए हमारा कल पिकनिक जाना है. ओके, सो हम लोग घर पे आपस में डिस्कस करते हैं ना कि कल इस वक्त मैं बस में होऊंगा या कल इस वक्त मैं पिकनिक स्पॉट पे होऊंगा. ठीक है, तो सिमिलरली he will be visiting his friends this time means इस particular time में we are talking about the particular moment in the future, this time next week. Okay, the next is I will be seeing you this time next month. In this sentence also we are talking about a particular moment in the future. The next is I will be helping Alex tomorrow. Here you can see that it is a plan. It is a future action that is planned. I will be helping Alex tomorrow. In an hour, I will still be ironing my clothes. Here you can see that the work has started in the past, and in an hour it will still be happening. Okay, it means that it shows that there will be uh, an action that has started in the past and will be happening in the future. जैसे कि अगर मैं कहती हूँ कि मैंने आधे घंटे पहले से अपने क्लोथ्स आयरन करना स्टार्ट किया. ओके, सो इन एन आवर मेरे पास इतने कपड़े हैं आयरन करने के लिए कि इन एन आवर 1 घंटे में मैं तब भी आयरन ही कर रही होंगी. ओके, the next is future perfect tense. The rule of future perfect tense is subject plus shall ya will plus have plus the third form of the verb or the past participle of the verb, that is verb plus d or ed. Okay, so when is the future perfect tense used? It is used for an action that is to be completed at some time in the future. Okay, तो future perfect tense हम लोग तब यूज करते हैं जब वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एन एक्शन, कोई काम जिसे हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं फ्यूचर में कंप्लीट करने की, विच विल बी कंप्लीटेड इन द फ्यूचर. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बाय 2 o'clock ऑन संडे द IPL मैचेस शैल हैव फिनिश्ड. ओके, मीन्स संडे को बाय 2 o'clock 2 बजे तक संडे को द IPL मैचेस शैल हैव फिनिश्ड, मतलब IPL मैचेस खत्म हो चुके होंगे. ओके, so here we used, in such cases we used future perfect tense. Okay, the next is I shall have completed the assignment by Sunday. It means that मेरा assignment Sunday तक complete हो चुका होगा. It is about an action in the future. Okay, it will be completed in the future. She will have cleaned the house before her father comes. You can see will plus have plus cleaned. Clean, that is the base form of the verb, plus ed. They will have finished making the bridge by January. Okay, so you can see in these cases we use future perfect tense. The next is future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so what is the rule for future perfect continuous tense? It is like subject plus will or shall plus have been plus the first form of the verb plus ing. ओके, तो सब्जेक्ट होगा, फिर विल या शैल यूज होगा, उसके बाद हैव बिन यूज होगा, और हैव बिन के बाद द प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल ऑफ द वर्ब, दैट इज द वर्ब प्लस ing. ओके, सो see, when future perfect continuous tense is used, it is used to show that something will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. Means कोई action है जो किसी particular event या किसी particular time तक continue होगा. Okay, unlike past and present perfect continuous tenses, the duration stops at or before a reference point in the future. Means जैसे past perfect continuous tense में या present perfect continuous tense में क्या होता है, that the event is still continuing. Okay, but in the future perfect continuous tense what will happen, that उस particular future time या उस particular future moment के आने के पहले जो हमारा action है वो खत्म हो चुका होगा. It will have been completed. Okay, so for example, they will have been talking for over an hour by the time Riya arrives. So by the time Riya will come, जब तक Riya आएगी, they means ये लोग they will have been talking for over an hour. Means ये लोग तब तक 1 घंटे से ऊपर बात कर चुके होंगे, and by the time Riya comes they will stop talking. Okay, the next is Ravi will have been teaching at the university for more than a year by the time he leaves for America. So by the time Ravi will leave for America, जब तक रवि अमेरिका जाएगा उसके पहले रवि इस यूनिवर्सिटी में मोर देन अ ईयर मीन्स 1 साल से ज़्यादा पढ़ा चुका होगा. ओके, दैट मीन्स उसके अमेरिका जाने से पहले उसकी यूनिवर्सिटी टीचिंग जो है वो ख़त्म हो चुकी होगी. ओके, यू कैन सी दैट वी हैव यूज्ड will plus have plus been plus talking या teaching, that is the first form of the verb plus ing, that is the present participle of the verb. The first form of the verb is talk and teach, and then we have added ing to it. It has become talking and teaching. Okay, students, so here we complete tenses. I hope you all have understood this. If there's any problem, you can write it down in the comment section. I'll try to solve your problems. As far as the copy work is considered, dear students, I will send you the copy work once you get your copies, because now it has been quite some time, and today, or yeah, I think yesterday you must have got your copies, and some students who couldn't come yesterday will pick their copies today. So you'll be getting your copies, and from next week we will start our copy work again. So next week I will be sending you the copy work of tenses. For today this video only is there, and you can, if there's any problem in tenses, just see these videos again, the past tense and the present and future tenses. Okay, so see these videos again and again for better understanding. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.